Millersburg, Pennsylvania, Christmas Eve. The snow fell hard. It swirled and danced in the biting wind. The Johnson family huddled inside their car. They were on their way to Grandma Johnson's house. The old Victorian house loomed at the end of the lane. It was a place of warmth and laughter. Tonight it felt different. It felt cold, ominous. Inside the house, a fire crackled in the hearth. Grandma Johnson had hot chocolate waiting, but the festive cheer couldn't chase away the unease. The storm raged outside. It rattled the windows and howled like a banshee. The power flickered, plunging the house into darkness for a moment. It was a sign, a taste of the terror to come. Grandma Johnson's house was filled with memories. Laughter echoed from years past, but tonight the shadows seemed deeper. The silence was heavier. The old house creaked and groaned under the weight of the snow and the storm. It felt alive, aware. David and Michael, the youngest of the Johnson clan, explored the creaky hallways. They were filled with nervous excitement. This house held their family history. Tonight it felt like it held something more, something darker. The storm raged on. The power flickered again, plunging the house into darkness. The family huddled closer. They shared stories and forced laughter. But the fear was palpable. It hung in the air, thick and heavy. Whispers seemed to emanate from the walls. The old house was speaking. Its voice was a low moan, a groan of warning. Midnight, the witching hour. The fire had died down to embers. The only light came from a few flickering candles. A sudden knock echoed through the house, sharp, deliberate. It was coming from the front door. Silence. Everyone froze, hearts pounded. The knocking came again, 3 times, heavy and insistent. Fear turned to ice in their veins. Grandma Johnson's face was ashen. She knew that sound. She had heard it before. As a child, she had experienced a similar Christmas Eve, a night of terror that haunted her dreams, a night just like this. The knocking continued. Each rap seemed to tighten the knot of fear in their stomachs. This was no ordinary visitor, not on this night, not in this storm. David and Michael, emboldened by a shared fear, crept towards the front door. David peered through the peephole. Nothing. Just the swirling snow. He slowly opened the door. The porch was covered in snow, but there, clear as day, was a single set of footprints, leading up to the door, but no footprints leading away. Panic surged through the family. They huddled together, their terror growing with each gust of wind that rattled the windows. And then they saw it, a figure, standing at the edge of the woods, tall, menacing. Its eyes glowed an unnatural red in the darkness. It stood there for a moment, watching, then as quickly as it appeared, it vanished. David, Michael, and their uncles grabbed flashlights and rushed outside. They had to see, they had to know. The snow was undisturbed, except for one chilling detail, a circle of footprints, surrounding the house. They were trapped. The figure was gone. But its presence lingered. A palpable sense of dread hung heavy in the air. They left that night, fleeing through the storm, leaving behind the warmth of the fire, the memories, the terror. The Johnson family never returned to the old house. It stood empty, a testament to the horrors of that night. The knocking at midnight became a family legend, a chilling reminder that some mysteries are best left unsolved. Some doors are better left closed.